Hi everyone, welcome back. For those of you who are new here, I'm Melody, and today's video is a little different. I'm going to be talking a little bit about TEMU. This is not sponsored. I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite items so far I've purchased from TEMU. And also, let's talk a little bit about the TEMU shipments. Like, what's going on with that, right? I've waited a month actually for these items here, which I'm going to record an unboxing hopefully after this. But yeah, they've been pretty busy. I guess, I don't know, I'm not making excuses for them, but it's taken them some time to get us our stuff, isn't it? Now they are giving you a $5 refund for it taking so long, or not really refund, but you're getting a $5 credit into your account. And I did receive that at least 2 times because I've ordered multiple shipments. Kind of talk about how long it's taking them to get the shipments here. I know that they've really pushed themselves, like marketed themselves, like they've been reaching out to all kinds of content creators, and I mean almost everyone you watch out there is sponsored by them. They even had a Super Bowl commercial. You see them all over YouTube, not just, you know, for the content creators, but you see them, you know, on the commercials before your video when you're waiting for your video to start. Maybe that's it. I just think that they bit off more than they can chew at the moment, and they are busy trying to stay caught up on their orders. And I will say this, I wish I would have screenshotted it. There was an email. Actually, I received an alert from them saying that if my order hadn't shipped by a certain date, that I would get a full refund, but I would still be able to keep the items, you know, like they would still send the items. That never happened because I think they realized, like I said, I think they realized they bit off a little more than they could chew. Because what would happen was they would send multiple shipments. Like it would say it shipped, but then you'd get your tracking number, but it actually probably didn't ship. Am I making sense? And I'm just speculating here. I don't know, but I do know that I would get an alert. Oh, this item has a tracking number. But then you'd go and you look in your account, and the tracking number would say label created, but it hadn't actually shipped. Am I making sense? I don't know what I'm saying here, and maybe I shouldn't say anything. I don't want to stir things up, but I think they realized if they refunded everyone's money because their package didn't ship by a certain date, I think they realized they were going to be out a lot of money. But I will say, I do still think they're losing a little, well, maybe not losing money, but they are still giving away quite a bit of money, because I actually have $15 credit now because of, you know, certain shipments that didn't get here on time. I hope that makes some sense. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them in the comments section. Okay. I know I rambled on about that a whole lot, and I'm really sorry. Let's see. I have a list over here of what I wanted to talk about. It does seem as though that they're finally catching up, because as you see here, a lot of my stuff has showed up. Well, let me go ahead and show you some of the favorite items that I have so far from them. And a few of them I didn't unbox because my cat, it's like she knew what was in the bag. I had one order that had a few cat toys in it, and Gidget, it's like she knew what was in there. She kept going for the bag. And let me show you what one of these bags looks like. I mean, I think I've shown you this before, but you see the holes in there? These bags, you know, they do come pretty beaten up, and it's really weird. My husband actually made this point. He says it actually looks like the packages have been opened and then closed again. So maybe there's something that they're doing there. I don't know. Or maybe it's just in transit. But I wanted to show you this bag here. So these holes, this is how the bags come. So I had some cat toys in this bag, and Gidget found them. So she started, you know, digging at it and trying to get to it. So that item never made it to the unboxing or unbagging. I think she could hear the bell in it, and something about that sparked her interest, but this is one of my favorite items. Super springy, and man, she loves it. And then it has these little beads. And actually, here she's in here now. And actually, Pixie loves this thing too, quite a bit. And then another favorite item is this one. It's simple. I think it was around 58 cents, but again, I'll put the price at the bottom of the screen. The feathers aren't as long as you would expect, but you know, when you're paying less than $1, you don't expect much. So, but she still likes it, and I just kind of, you know, kind of sad that most of my favorite things are cat toys, right? Okay, the next item, this here. I think I paid around $17 for this, but she doesn't play with it like my friend thought. Like, she doesn't hit these. I was like, if she did that, that'd be pretty awesome. But she likes to sit her little tushy up here, and then she likes to grab at these. Like, she's sitting here, and then she grabs at these, and she likes to attack them. But as soon as I come over and I start doing this with it, she just stares at them. I guess she's just entertained by me popping them up for her. I don't know. But she's more interested in playing with this because she does love this. I've tried to get footage of her playing with it, but it's like as soon as I get the camera out, she stops. So she likes this. She doesn't really scratch at this, but she does like to sit up here. But still, I think it was worth the money I spent. I have another cat toy for you. This was also in the bag. It had the holes and had the bell. Look at that. And that is so fluffy. This is actually, it's similar to the other one I showed you. However, on the end of it, it has a suction cup. And you can put it like on, it works best on a very smooth surface. Like my sliding door, it works great there. And then you can put it here. Pixie's playing with it right now. Let me show you. Okay. Let's see. It's pretty messy in here right now. When I'm filming, it's a nightmare. But yeah, the girls really like this. But the thing is, even though it has the suction cup, the girls seem to like it more when I'm playing with them. Like, they like it when I do this with it. You know, I'm just like bouncing it around. Oh, Pixie. She's so cute. Most of the items I like are the cat toys. Because, you know, they do charge you a lot for cat toys. So, especially here. Oh my gosh, she's playing with it. Oh man, see, I just started to record her and she stopped playing with it. She was sitting on it and playing with the little guys. Look at it. Show everyone how much you like it. Come on, pretty girl. Nope. Okay. Well, it's all right. Another item I really like. This was a little controversial on the YouTube short that I did. But I have a colander, and I actually love that colander. But I'll be honest with you. It's shoved up in the cabinet. And anytime I make pasta or anything I need to drain, I have to pull out the pot and move this and move that to get to the colander. And then I have to, like, everything's shoved up in there because I have a very small house. So it's cluttered and it's hard. So what I do with this guy is I just leave him in my boiling pot. I just leave it in there. And it's so much easier because now, well, I have a porcelain sink. I am rambling. I am so sorry. Let me make my first point. My first point is it's just easier because it's smaller. It folds up. It stays in the pot with it. It's there. I'm not having to move things to get it out. And I was a little shocked. It clips on there really good. I will try to insert some footage if I have it. I know I recorded it. I have to go back and find it. I was a little surprised. It worked pretty good. It kept all the pasta in there and the water just flowed out. And these little clippies, they stayed on the pot. So I was pretty pleased with that. But yeah, I do like my colander. It's just, you know, I have a porcelain sink And the metal colander does make marks at the bottom of the sink. That always drives me nuts. So this way I can avoid that. I don't have to get marks on my sink, and I can just keep it inside my pot. Where my colander is pretty big, it doesn't fit in there. Okay, I've lost track of what I'm trying to say. Let's go on to the next item. Oops, sorry, Pix. Okay, this one. I know. I hated it at first, but now I love it. It really works. And I think I showed you in the video with my friend Candy how it works. I had a very nice viewer. I think I'm going to put her username in here again to thank her again. She was so sweet to explain to me how to do this. So you just push it in, and there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty impatient with it because I was frustrated with it. I think I was worried I was going to break it. I really like this. I wasn't happy with it at first because I wasn't thinking, and I wasn't realizing I needed to push that in, and then it just stays. So, and like I showed you in the video with my friend Candy, I have some pretty heavy lids, and it'll hold them up. So this definitely was worth the money. So happy with this now, and thank you to my subscriber. You know who you are if you're watching, or viewer. I don't know if you've subscribed actually, but thank you so much for commenting that day. I really do appreciate that. That helps a lot. When you guys actually give me advice and stuff, that helps me a lot, and I appreciate it. And the next item is this one here. It's like a little smartphone tripod thing, and it also extends pretty far, although you can't really do that with it like this because it'll fall over. This does help me to get different angles and stuff, not necessarily when I'm filming like an unboxing or what I bought at Dollar Tree or whatever, but if I'm doing like another video like my vlogs or something, if I want to get a different angle, this helps me to do that. I will say though, I haven't been able to get the remote to work, and I know I probably could maybe try to refund it or whatnot, but when I bought this, I didn't care anything about whether or not it had this. So I just, you know, my husband's really good at techie stuff, so I bet you anything I can get him to figure that out. And once I do, I'll let you know. But yeah, this is another item I really, really like. Next up are these hair bands. I bought a bunch of them. I just put them in this Ziploc bag. Keep them away from my cat. But they are, this was in one of my first orders. Well, I guess my second order. You know, they're like that little stretchy material. It's completely seamless. It reminds me, it's like a pantyhose or a tights made out of tight material, like tights, you know, like leggings. Not necessarily leggings, but I need to stop rambling. No one's gonna watch this video if I keep doing that. But yeah, I love these things. They're great. Now, I will say, I don't know, because you know, we're all different when it comes to hair bands and stuff. So these are not super tight. They're very stretchy, very loosey-goosey kind of, and I like that. I don't want it too tight because if it's too tight, it hurts my head. But these, for me, they're the right amount of stretch. I hope that helps. I don't know if that will though. My final item is my first item I purchased from them, and it's the biggest item I've purchased from them. I think I paid around $75. At the time when I was looking for one of these, they were all $100, you know, over $100 on Amazon. So I decided to check out TEMU because I saw that, I think it was Crafty Girls, the first person I saw showing TEMU. And I was like, I need to check this out. So I did. And sure enough, I found this for around the $75 mark. Now, I know that, well, last time I looked, these types of foot baths, they're a lot cheaper now than they were in December on Amazon. So I don't know what happened there. I think it was just like supply and demand. You know, around Christmas, everyone wants to buy this kind of thing to, you know, to pamper themselves or their family member. But this thing is great. I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. I love it. So it has the lid. For what I wanted, I was being, you know, I wanted to spoil myself. So I wanted a really nice one. I wanted one that, there we go. I wanted one that would fold up. And I also wanted one that had the massagers. Now, the massagers do tickle my feet. Kind of like that scrubby that tickled my feet. But I still, you know, when my feet are really bad, I'll force myself to sit with the massagers on. And it does heat up the water, or at least it keeps the water warm, I should say. And it does have bubbles, but they're not super bubbly, which is fine because you don't want it to like overflow. But yeah, I really like this guy. This is pretty awesome. It's my favorite. It does have a pretty short cord. It's only about 2 feet, but just get an extension cord and you'll be fine. So, you know, if you're in the market for one, definitely, I should say this in every video, always check Amazon. You never know. You might find something cheaper. Well, everyone, that's it for today's video. I hope I was able to give you some helpful information. I really do. I know I rambled quite a bit, and I'm sorry. I'm home alone a lot, so that's probably the problem. Sorry, I got the giggles because I'm just laughing at how long it took me to get my stuff. But yeah, so if you do need something from them, I guess just try to give them a little more time. And as always, check out Amazon and other options because you might find it cheaper. The cats are fighting again. They're driving me crazy, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, please consider subscribing. Also, if you have any questions about any of these items, because I know there's other items I didn't mention, if you have any questions about those items, please don't hesitate to ask. I really enjoy the interaction I have with you guys on the or in the comment section. Okay, I need to stop rambling. Everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.